All right, people, it's time to calm down, relax, not jump to conclusions, look at things with some context, and realize we aren't at the worst case scenario yet. Let's talk some Halloween kills. Hey everybody, how's it going? Happy weekend to all you guys out there. Hopefully you guys are sitting back, enjoying it with the family, and having a good time. In this video, we're going to talk about the Halloween Kills release date and what I would consider some massive misinformation being distributed out there. You can take us at our word, or you can believe other people. That's completely up to you. But let's dive right into it here, guys. First up, before we get to our featured topic of this video, it's time for some multiple choice. Yesterday, we did a Halloween live stream, an AMA. There was no super chats involved. It was just straight up me attempting to answer all your questions. I know the questions got cut off at the end. We did our best to keep up with everybody. We want to know, do you guys want us to do a live stream once a week or once every other week? These live streams would be meant to answer your questions publicly. Now, unlike yesterday, there's no way we're going to get to all of them. It's just not possible. Yesterday was supposed to go half an hour, and instead it went an hour and 40 minutes, basically. And don't get me wrong, I had a lot of fun, but that's a lot of time there to commit to one video. So Super Chats will be active the next time we do that. So those of you that want to make your questions a priority will be able to do it that way. But we're still going to, look, we're not charging everybody to ask a question. That's ridiculous. But if you want to make sure your question does get answered, that would be the way to do it. We're still going to get to the normal chats. That's the way we do things here. Now, the question is, guys, do you guys want a live stream once a week or a live stream once every other week? We can make both happen. They would likely be on Fridays. We just need to know which one you prefer, once a week or once every other week. Please take the time to comment down in the comment section below and let us know what you want, because the only reason we're doing this is if you guys have the demand for it. So once a week or once every other week, comment down in the comment section below, and that'll be how we decide what we're going to do. All right, guys, let's dive right into this, okay? So we did the live stream yesterday, and the big thing that we revealed is, according to our sources, the movie's coming out this year, barring any, relapse in the pandemic and things getting a lot worse. And then the guys over at Wham ran an article on their website, which was basically from E.T., and Jason Blum said he intends to release the movie this year, really wants to, but doesn't know how yet, if it's VOD or in theaters. I just want to point out a couple of things. Number one, first of all, we love the guys at Wham. They're entertaining as hell, much bigger than us. They're great, definitely great. Secondly, just wanted to say, the article, while published, I think yesterday or the day before, is not a recent interview, guys. It's from a while ago. I'm telling you, I reached back out to our sources last night, and Halloween Kills is absolutely set to come out this year in October in cinemas. Now, does that mean it might get back? Or it could still be backed up a couple of weeks to the end of October, but it absolutely is the target date. That is what they're preparing for. And that hasn't changed. So I get it. Well, we might be small time compared to some of these other people. I think we've proven in the past we're connected enough to know what we're talking about. And Halloween Kills is absolutely slated to come out for a theatrical release this year. Doesn't mean VOD is not going to be attached somehow, whether it's at the same time or a few weeks later. Who knows? But that's the goal. The fact is, guys, think about it this way. They're literally at the point where they're about to begin their marketing drive. We're sticking to what we said and what we've been saying. And you have, a pretty reputable site like Dead Central who comes out and says the trailer's about to drop, but then runs the article saying, oh, Halloween Kills might get backed up. The two don't go hand in hand. Guys, just take a second, relax, take a deep breath. If the movie is getting backed up, which they know by now, barring disaster with the pandemic getting even worse than it already is, obviously, they're not even considering dropping the trailer and the poster. And I'm telling you, for certain, the trailer is done and complete. And the poster, I can 1 billion% guarantee you, is done and complete. It's just a matter of releasing these things. You know, it's not like they're still working on them. But they're not even considering dropping those things if they're thinking about delaying the movie. Now, were they thinking about delaying the movie? Absolutely. But, you know, and is it still a possibility? Of course. We don't know what's going to happen in the world right now, guys. But at the end of the day, one thing that's just driving me nuts, because I've been getting so many questions about it, whether it's me answering it or Thomas or Rebecca or anybody else at Fandom Empire. And hey, we'll answer all your questions as best as we can. But, you know, it's not Blumhouse, guys, that controls the release of the trailer or the release date itself. Universal is the distributor on this movie, which means they control all of those things. At the end of the day, Universal gets the say on when these things come. Believe me, barring disaster, this movie is coming out this year. Could we be wrong? Yeah, we could be wrong, but I'm telling you, from people as well connected to this thing as you possibly could be, are telling us that this thing is coming. So just be patient. I still don't think the trailer's dropping next Friday, but things are coming. Also, guys, before we jump into the other topic here, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, take just a couple of seconds here and click that subscribe button somewhere down here, and you'll be able to stay up to date on all of our Halloween content. We would definitely love your support, and we got much more of it coming. Much, much more of it coming. Also, guys, the body count in this movie is absolutely unreal. Like, it's one of the things that really, I think, is going to take some people back is just how massive the body count is in this movie. They might think, oh, that's far too Friday the 13th, like, you know, that's not like a Halloween movie to have a body count that massive. Or they might be like, oh, well, that's too similar to Rob Zombie's movies. I'm telling you, the body count is massive, and most of these kills, by the way, happen on screen, not off screen. There's very few off screen kills. They're there, but most of the blood, guts, and gore is on screen in this movie. Won't be surprised if it's toned down just a little bit. But the body count in this movie is out of this world. Like, literally, when you hear people say, oh, man, it's well over a dozen, it's over 15, it's over 20, and they're just sort of guessing, well, I'm telling you, anybody who's saying that, it's over all of those numbers. It's that big. The body count is that big. It's the whole reason the movie's titled Halloween Kills. You know, it's the middle chapter in a 3-act play where everything's supposed to go to hell, and it sure as hell does, courtesy that man down here, as I knock him in the face, Mr. Michael Myers. The body count in this movie is, like, I couldn't believe it when, you know, I'm sitting there and I'm looking over everything, and I'm like, holy cow, they really are going balls to the walls with this thing. Body count is really, really high, guys. Just for fun, in the comment section down below, how many people, or what do you think the body count is in this movie? And we won't outright tell you, but we'll tell you if you're close or not. Comment down in the comment section below. We'd love to know what you guys think. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, also want to take a second to remind you that next week is our first recording of the Camp Haddonfield podcast. It'll be distributed next Friday. You'll be able to find it on all your podcatchers. It's going to be a fun episode. It will be a Halloween-based episode, and can't wait to launch that and be able to share that with all you guys. Again, if you haven't yet, click the subscribe button. Keep up to date on all of our content. We'd appreciate the support. Share the channel around. And again, like we asked you in the multiple choice question of the day, let us know down below if you want us to live stream once a week or once every other week, and we'll go off of what the majority says. All right. Check us out on Instagram, guys. Fandom Empire Now, Star Wars Renegades, and the Camp Haddonfield Podcast. Check us out on Twitter at Fandom Empire Now and at SW Renegades. And also, if you want to support the channel in a different way, you can check us out on Patreon, www.patreon.com/FandomEmpire. Big thanks to Joey, Aaron, Joseph, Nick, James, Matt, Brianna, Kenny, Brian, Reno, and Jim on their contributions and supporting the channel in that way. It's whether you can afford to or not, guys. We appreciate any support that comes in. We haven't edited the image yet, but big thanks to Greg, our latest Patreon contributor too. So we'll get his name up there. Anyways, guys, let us know what you think. Has this video helped ease your mind a little bit that Halloween Kills is in fact going to come out this year? Again, we're not saying that the Wham guys don't know what they're talking about. We're not saying that Entertainment Weekly, who's obviously much bigger than any Halloween show on YouTube, doesn't know what they're talking about. They do, but you got to take some context in this and not just jump to the worst case scenario. Believe me when I say we've been right in the past. We absolutely believe we're right now. Halloween Kills, barring disaster, is coming out this fall in cinemas. That's going to do it for us, everybody. This is Fandom Empire. I'm Sean. And have yourself a great weekend because the boogeyman is coming.